Oh, to be honest, I haven't really played much six this year, but nothing really changes for me mentally or physically. Maybe more of a role, different role around the field. Because all three Lucy's have different roles. But I'm looking forward to the challenge. Sort of I want to try, play my own game, add a twist to add my own flavour to the six jersey, and leave a bit of a legacy in my name in that jersey. I've been following, guys like Jerome Kaino, growing up, watching him, and then actually playing with him at the Blues, and getting a few tips off him. So I'm looking forward to the challenge. So yeah.
Fair to say you see this as a jersey you could make your own.
Yeah, 100%. Everyone says you're going to the jersey. It's not yours. You're just carrying it on. You're leaving your legacy in it, and there's an opportunity for me to put a stamp in the six jersey and leave my mark there. But whatever comes. I'm looking forward to it.
Brodie, without Sam this week, I assume you'll take over the mantle as kind of leading that lineup.
Yeah, that's the plan.
How much of a change or adjustment, if at all, is it for you not having Sam there?
It's not massive. Obviously, we shift a little bit in the line out and a bit more to think about when you've got to call it rather than just turn up and jump. So there's that. But apart from that, it's the same really. Pretty similar around the field. Maybe slightly different spots here or there, but obviously Scooter stepping in and Paddy has got a lot of experience along with the Lucy's, so yeah, we're keeping it pretty simple.
You managed to peel off a few of their ones last weekend. Overall, how do you assess the way the line-out's been functioning over the first test?
Yeah, not too bad. We obviously know that's like it's a starter for them when they try to build some momentum with the back of their line-out, so we're really trying to put some pressure on them in the air there, and I think the second half especially we managed to pick a few off. Again, it's going to be another challenge. Obviously, we had Scooter at 6 and some height there, and he's a wealth of knowledge. So these boys are a bit quicker, so we just got to chuck them a bit higher. But I guess it's another major for us as line out and scrum.
Cool. Anyone else? Yep.
What was the key, do you think, to disrupting the Irish line-out last week that you did? Were they predictable in any way in what they did, or had you just done your homework? What was it about?
No, I don't think that. Well, obviously we hadn't seen them play for a long time in its first test. We didn't, they wouldn't have known what our movements were or seen anything from them, only from their Six Nations stuff. But obviously, most of us have played a lot of rugby together, and it's more about just trying to pick up cues and be fast enough to get off the ground. So, trying to read a bit of body language, but it's all you can do really is try to be fast and get up and disrupt it.
Anyone, Liam? Anyone? Back to Elliot?
Dalton, Patrick Tuipulotu back in All Blacks camp this week after missing the Blues season. How much are you enjoying having his presence? I know he was there last week as well.
Yeah, I've missed him. Building a relationship with him, especially going through the Blues and now to this place. He's always looked out for the young fellas coming through, and we respect him hugely. So seeing his face coming into the environment has just been huge, and sort of uplifts sort of the morale around as well. Seeing a person of their stature, so it's pretty awesome to have him back.
Brodie, there's been a fair few injuries and COVID going through the locks. Numbers are dwindling, and it must be good to have Patrick back in game.
Yeah, Monday we were awful and down. It's been a tough couple of weeks, but as Dalton said, obviously he played a fair bit of footy with Paddy, and he's been away in Japan, so it's great to see him back in here. And he's a massive frame, and when he gets going forward, I'm sure he's looking forward to the opportunity.
Dalton, I know that physicality is something you pride yourself on. When you're in the six jersey, does the defensive responsibility have an even greater focus than the open side, perhaps?
I think it's sort of the same, but the six is more. I think, in my opinion, is more of a hitman. So I've just got to try smack someone early on. No, I'm just gonna, like I said, add my own flavour, add my own taste to the jersey, and still go out there and do my job, because that's the main thing. First is doing my job first, and the basics well, and then the 1 and 2%ers will come along after that. So I've just got to nail that first, and then maybe I'll get a few hits like Guzzler here does. So yeah.
Cool. Okay, down front.
Brodie, you played against Ireland a good few times on the right side and the wrong side. When they get it right, what is it that makes them so hard to beat for you guys?
Yeah, I think when when they build some momentum, especially around their ball carriers. I think especially in the second half, when we're on our own goal line, they put us under a lot of pressure there. We managed to, through some individual brilliance, there's a couple of knock-ons, loose carries, but when they get the momentum and their forwards carriers are carrying on top of the game line, then you need to be able to stop it, because once that happens, obviously you've got Johnny in the back, so they throw it out the back and start picking on your forwards that turn in. So I think if we give them too much momentum, that's where they really get their game going.
You stopped them, like, got a good opening quarter last weekend, and the second quarter was fairly emphatic from you guys. What was it that you said to each other, or what was it that you did to turn it around?
Nothing. Well, it's nothing special. Like, we just had to get into the game, really. I think the try they scored is exactly what we talked about. They built a lot of pressure, and we were on our own goal line defending for quite a while. So, when we get the ball in hand, we need to hold it, build some phases, and then use our skills.
Final one, sorry. Ronan O'Gara wrote a newspaper column today back in Ireland saying that Sam Whitelock's absence for this weekend is worth about 10 points for Ireland. What's your reaction to Ronan's assessment of it?
Oh, he's a good player, and obviously he's second most capped All Black now, so that's a wealth of experience. But I guess I'll answer that on Saturday after the game.